sorry for the late start. I was on the toilet and I needed my content, and YouTube gave me two long, unskippable ads. And I couldn't, I refused to compromise, so I sat there and I waited it out before I took my shit.
On the toilet needing content was exactly where I was. I was like,
Really?
it was minutes before. So this morning I awoke after a party last night, and I
A
walked
party at your place?
no a friend's place for his 27th birthday. It was an assassin themed birthday party, and we played assassin themed fucking what is
Like Assassin's
it?
Creed or like
No,
assassins who have assassinated
assassin.
politicians?
Exactly the concept of assassination, specifically Luigi Mangione.
Okay, that's what I thought it was in that.
The secret Hitler game that was themed. I was gonna try to find it. My goodness, was just rife with pro Mangione, radical anti-healthcare rhetoric.
Okay.
You ever
Well,
listen to Action Bronson Tiny Desk concert?
no, I never got into the whole tiny desk thing, honestly.
Yeah, I grew up calling them micro discs.
Hey. NPR tiny dicks. And it's like the men who work at NPR just like showing their cocks to the camera, their fucking micro dicks with their
The video
thin hair and their fucking liberal arts degrees and shit in the background, you know.
the video starts with
And to be, I'm one of those people. I want to put that out there. I'm fully implicating myself in this. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
a whole bunch of police, the whole squadron storm the NPR skyscraper HQ, and everybody's running in fear, and they just carry the men out, two cops to a man, and then
Yeah,
pull his pants down and
yeah.
discs and dicks and huge dicks.
Well, this is a good start.
Yeah.
We're firing from
Oh,
all cylinders already.
did you ever see that episode of fucking Rick and Morty where you can see like instead of like a career track, there's a literal tube that these alien creatures are being sent along if they're being diverted in this flow, this like literal flow of bodies into the actual physical area where you're a lawyer or the physical area where you're a trash person, like a garbage man. Let me pull it up so I can
If
see.
this is from seasons one or two, then I have seen it. But I haven't seen a single episode of that show past either of those seasons. Hey, have you heard Rubbing Off the Paint by YBN Namir?
No,
Oh,
is
there's
it
a
good?
line in that song. It's a good song. There's a line in that song when it's in the lab cooking like I'm Rick and Morty or something like that. And like when I first started smoking weed in high school, my drug dealer was my friend's mom, and she
Was she the
was,
weed matriarch?
yeah. Wait, I've told you about this before. We called her the weed matriarch. Yeah. How'd you
Matriarch.
know that? What the fuck?
You told me that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've brought him there once or twice, but yeah, she's this like obese 5'4" woman with like purple hair and Betty Boop tattoos, that archetype, you know. And she
Mhm.
would play that song, rap the whole thing with a blunt in her hand, and leave in all the N words. It was awesome.
That's so cool.
I know.
That's sick. I was in Australia recently, and the Betty Boop type tattoos, not exactly that aesthetic, but kind of a similar aesthetic, you could say. Guys would walk around with pretty girls in clown makeup tattooed on 'em. Like I saw that on multiple guys, and it was in a similar style too. And that's not cool, man. I mean, like not cool. Like, oh, you did a bad thing, but just like they seem to think it's cool. It's not. That's not cool. You like goofy bitches? I actually was having some funny thoughts earlier. Uh, the reasons people give for believing in religion are either I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy times a billion who said Jesus was there, and you're just like really trusting, or hallucinations. Or sometimes people be like, with the hallucinations, it ain't even a hallucination. They're just like, huh, or not, anyway, this is really hack material, which is very
No, no, dude.
cringe in itself for me to say, to
No,
use the word hack. You got a story to tell.
I do have a story to tell. So I had a little trip to the ER this past weekend. I went to the DJ Pauly D appearance at a local nightclub. My first step was to put in my earplugs because I'm really paranoid about getting tinnitus. This is where the whole ordeal begins. Like, first of all, I'm starting to think I should get myself checked for OCD or something because like normally it's like checking locks, like that kind of thing. And I've gotten better at it. Like for example, I used to have to check the locks by like a multiple of three. My like requirement for how many times I check the locks has become less stringent. So uh, that's an improvement, I'd say. But
Finally, I can break in.
yeah, 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 yeah. Well, and so with earplugs at concerts, I always put them in really deep because I mean it's like the same thing as like checking the locks. It's a tick, and I want to make sure it gets in there and that I'm not going to get the tinnitus. Pop it right in, and then a few moments later, I realize, oh, that shit is in way too deep and it's not coming out. I start trying to dig in there with my finger, no luck. The people I came with start trying. Still no luck, but we all agree I should go to the venue security and ask if they have a pair of tweezers that we can take it out with ourselves. They were really nice about it, very professional. They go check their first aid kit thing, I guess, and they did not have a pair of tweezers, and the most he had was like a Swiss Army knife. I don't know what he was expecting me to do with that, just like shove a knife in my ear. I'm not sure, but he said what we can do for you is call an ambulance and they'll have they'll have professional grade tweezers, forceps or whatever the fuck, and they can take it out for you. And we were all, including the venue security, we were all under the impression that they would do this on site. They would just yank it out, let me back in the venue in time for the concert. So I accepted his offer. The ambulance finally pulls up. They get out, look in my ear, and they're like, "Yeah, so we don't have a pair of tweezers, so we can take you back to the hospital if you want." And I'm like, "Okay, fine, let's do it." And well, you know
It's
what I just realized? At a concert full of Guidos, I'm sure one of those motherfuckers had a pair of tweezers on them
why?
because they've got very manicured eyebrows.
Oh, I thought you meant so that they could fish their penis out from the fat folds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Those dago fucks.
You need to go whop.
It is.
But yeah, so I get in that ambulance, walk into the ER, get checked in, and like I'm feeling like a real asshole at this point because I mean, I sent you my outfit, man. I was dressed like a total Guido. Got this earplug stuck in my ear, and I'm surrounded by people who are like softly weeping because they've got family members literally dying in the next room over. So yeah, I felt like I was really taking up space, like I did not belong there. But it was about a 2 hour wait. The doctor finally sees me. He gets a nice long pair of tweezers, pulls it out with ease. And he did tell me that if I'd tried to do it myself, that would have been quite the risk. That he could have just been saying that because he's the doctor and all, but I told him, give it to me straight, doc. And I think it's in the Hippocratic Oath that when you say that, they have to give it to you straight. So
First, to do no harm. Second, if someone says, give it to me straight, doc, give it to them straight. Have you seen the music video for Shit Show?
for what?
Shit Show, the Death Grip song?
No, which album is that from?
I think it's. Is that album just called Death Grips is Online?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. That one's called Year of the Snitch.
Yes. With the mouths coming out of the glory holes.
Yeah, that's kind of their best one.
Bro, so good. But all of their music is so good. Like, I don't give a fuck how cringe it is to have that opinion anymore. It's so good. It's so fucking hype. Anyway.
You know, a piece of obscure bit of Death Grips lore. Immediately after that photo was taken, the Year of the Snitch album cover, Zach Hill personally face fucked each of those mouths one by one.
Stephen Burnett, otherwise known as MC Ride, stood by and reflected on that experience in the context of his identity as someone who used to be in the military, which is the reason for X. Sometimes
You're getting confused with JPEG Mafia.
oh,
And that's real funny because we were talking about JPEG Mafia and I mistakenly called his first album Ex Military when it's actually called Veteran. So I'd like kind of confused him with Death Grips there, and then you just confused Death Grips with JPEG Mafia.
it was
So
just
we're in this funhouse maze of mirrors of like confusing these two black guys for each other back and
no,
forth.
had a little bout of anorexic behavior last little while.
Oh yeah.
Starving myself and gorging on water and tea to distract from it. And then, not last night, but the night before, I had a little yogurt drink, one of those Yakult yogurt drinks,
Hmm.
for breakfast. And then lunch was like a small portion of leftovers from dinner. And then for dinner, I just had another one of them Yakult. Like wasn't feeling sleepy. I was wide awake. And after long enough, I just went to town on everything in the pantry. And that brings us to here. I didn't actually. Well, I ended up having some pasta and salad at a birthday party the following night. But until that point, I didn't eat at all that day, and it felt fine because I just like eat.
I've been bulking, so I cannot relate.
We gotta turn the show on.
Yeah, we do.
Let's find this an episode. Ridiculousness of the chaotic gym moments.
That's fitting. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Send me the link. I know this is gonna be videos of people tearing their biceps and shit. I hate those videos.
He's like, who saw that? He loved it.
Do you hear this right now?
The video?
Their commentary to the video.
What did I say?
This woman was benching without a spotter, and the bar fell on her chest, and she couldn't get it up. But she must have been lifting during the pandemic or something because she had a face mask on,
Oh.
and her cries for help were muffled, and they were mocking her inability to call for help. Like this show is just straight up sadism.
But look at this video.
Okay.
Yellow t-shirt. I'm paused on that. Now I may have gone back way too far.
Oh, oh,
That's fucking.
that happened to me once.
What happened? Oh,
They're doing a compilation of people doing home workouts with workout bands, and the
Yeah.
bands snap back and hit their face. That happened to me.
That's so.
It was fucking awful.
Oh, fuck. He got.
Is that a Chance the Rapper hoodie you got on?
Yeah, I'm really embarrassed about it. I wanna like
Not too embarrassed
mod
to wear.
modify it somehow to get all the Chance the Rapper graphics removed from it because I only wear it because it's a really fucking comfortable hoodie.
Ah, so we got you there. I like that one guy.
And
Mr.
dude, the back has like all the tour dates on it, right?
Uh-huh.
And it says it has the name of the tour on it. It was called the Be Encouraged tour. I feel like the biggest fucking goober walking around with this fucking stupid thing. But it's so comfortable. That's the dilemma.
I'm making myself a coffee drink.
Uh-huh. Me too.
Oh shit.
I'm drinking it black. What about you?
Well, I was gonna make myself one drink, and the name of the drink is the whole reason I'm talking about it. But instead, I made a different drink because I accidentally pressed the button for the espresso shot we made before there was a cup there, and before I had fucking espresso machine pisses itself out of the milk wine. Fucking anyway, in Australia they say when you boil water in a cup first, put boiled water in a cup, and then espresso on top of that. That's called a long black.
It's called a what?
A long black.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was thinking you could have a joke about like when you and your girl got coffee yesterday, and she said that day was the first time she ever had a long black. But then you remember a month prior she had had that same drink before, or like, where's your girl at? Oh, she said she just went out to get a long black, and you're like, you better go stop her or something like that.
Is that a kettle?
It's an electric kettle.
Damn, you're running a fucking homestead over there, dude.
Uh,
Oh, okay. That this segment is not where I thought it was going. The for folks at home, this segment they're doing is called Just Join a Gym, and it's a compilation of people failing miserably at home workouts, getting themselves hurt. But with the title Just Join a Gym, I thought it was just going to be videos of fat people, and I thought it was going to be a segment entirely devoted to fat shaming.
now I'm sad that that's not what happened.
I was doing those yesterday, shoulder press. You know what I'm doing, man? Speaking of Pauly D, I am Ronnie Ortiz Magro maxing.
What do you mean?
It means I'm just trying to become the most jacked manlet you'll ever see.
You're doing it.
Yeah.
You definitely changed since first time I saw you.
The fuck is she doing?
Yes.
That thing's going up her ass crack.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's really important.
She's cute.
Mm.
Oh,
I've always had a great admiration for the storytelling of the Old Testament.
that's the line I use to pick up Jewish chicks.
I like hitting on Buddhist chicks because they reject nothing.
Nice, nice.
I once wrote NOV for November, apostrophe 16, on the underside of a toilet tank lid in my high school. I once wrote that in blood.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice. Dude, you writing shit in blood and like I think in our first episode or something you told me the story about you tore a page out of the Bible and rolled it up and used it to smoke weed. You were
Only
like,
2 ounces of weed in it, dude.
yeah, 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 yeah. Well,
Like,
dude, between that and the writing shit in blood,
me and my
you've
friend,
got you've got to call yourself like Damian Marilyn or some shit now.
we were passing back and forth the blunt size of a trumpet, and we had to scrape out the ashes that were accumulating on the cherry of it, and it was making this big like crater. Oh, you want to hear a terrible story?
Sure.
You know that show about all them ways to die?
1,000 ways to die or something, right?
Girl beaten off by doing that with a broom.
Oh,
Someone came home and startled her. And that was it.
yikes. I fucked that bitch with a broom, called that cleaning house.
I draw whiskers on my dick, call it my wee wee mouse. You ever played RuneScape?
When I was a kid, I played it once or twice.
How did that go for you?
I never got into it, but I like the soundtrack a lot. I like that dungeon synth kind of shit.
I actually wrote a freestyle to that. Where's my phone at?
For real? Hell yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna mute the video. I'm not stopping it, but I am muting it. And
Yeah, go ahead. I can actually hear you better that way, so
and now I'm opening up Spotify. I'm gonna play the newbie melody. Do my little freestyle.
okay.
By the way, Ice Spice did a second on the radar freestyle, and it's really good, bro. It's really
I
good.
hate that bitch. She can
Bro,
she can square up.
wow.
Why?
Yeah.
Because she's got the same flow in every song. She's got no punchlines, no nothing.
She definitely has punchlines. Okay.
No, 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 no.
You thought I was feeling you? That
a munch. Eat it for lunch. All right, you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm in a new room, in a full home spell, but you're in the mobile. I'm a big play, got a big prize, like Nobel. Bob Dylan bars, most of the industry. Old heads know alchemy, the movie style chemistry, no tutorial, took a boat ride. Popping lines, light tuning, play a shit file. He was square one, level zero, and I'm a shit high. Every time to $9 foot tide. Pay the membership, like monthly, never remember me, like what up to. What's their girlfriend, that is anything. Trying to censor, got bad waves on my name. Take it to the wilderness, show you what it is. Kill a dragon for the bouncer, I do it for the kids. Take out 1,000, start a blade food. Trying to tell you though, I started as a food dude.
I'll be honest, I could understand very little of that because of the audio quality, but I picked up on the general flow of it and the your cadence. It was very good. Like on my end, it sounded like a pleasant rhythmic buzzing.
You
Yeah.
know what you like cats, right?
Oh yeah, I love cats.
This Nintendo Switch game is your cat.
It looks like something we'd fuck with.
Yeah.
I just don't play video games.
Huh.
Yeah,
Typical.
yeah, I know.
Typical jock, not getting us nerds.
Yeah, dude.
I even have some
I'm
goth
gonna
friends
shove you in a locker and then I'm gonna shove you in a locker and
dirty,
then fuck your
dirty.
crush.
What? You keep your dirty hands off my crush. She's my princess. Also, for folks at home, the ridiculousness episode is over. I think this is the first time we've I don't know. We had a good long chat before, and we've just chatted right through an episode. It seems like usually we're either cutting a video off or whatever. If you, what is your concept of the afterlife?
It's sitting on the couch with Rob Deerdeck for all eternity.
This segment is called Forever. This segment is called Sitting at the Right Hand of the Father.